Hello and welcome back to My Sims 2 White Legacy Edition. 64 hours until the final exam. So we are not going to get there in this episode, unfortunately, but that is okay. Okay, I don't know why her screen is acting up. Alright, we're just going to get her some food. She's going to get her own food. Fair enough. So she wants to do her term paper. When is her class? 10 a.m. So she could do her term paper after class. When is his class? So I'm going to have him go ahead. He doesn't need to play kicky bag anyway. And come over here. And come over here. And then come over here. We'll just have him do that to get him started, and she can do it when she gets back from class and up her fun as she needs to. The closer we get to their graduation, the more we need to worry about this. Right now, they're both decent and shouldn't cause any problems, shouldn't be upset with life. But we want them to be as high as possible so that they'll get... Like, okay, here's the thing. And I've never quite figured out. It says basically you're, like, if you do well in all the grow-ups, that something about your age. But I think it might be... I think it might be only the elder stage that counts when it comes to that. So... I don't have any real solid on that. Well, don't worry about him. Go ahead and start on your term paper. Go ahead and start on that because you want to do it anyway. And you don't have to go to class for another 30 minutes, so... Alright, go to class. I have no idea how much you got done, but go to class anyway. So you got 12% done. Not bad, not bad. He's working on his? Yeah, okay. So we'll stick with him working on his for a while. He'll need fun afterwards, definitely. And his class is going... So he has till noon. So we'll just let him do his thing. She can go to class, then she can come back and finish it if she has a high enough fun need. It didn't go down too much, so she should be able to. I'm not really sure what else to say right now. That kind of happens a lot because you get in the mode of, like, where I'm not doing any sort of challenge per se. I get in the mode of where, okay, we're waiting for the next generation to be conceived, or we're waiting for this, or we're waiting for this, you know. And so that's why I'm trying to, especially in The Sims 3, I'm going to try to do lifetime wishes that I wouldn't ordinarily do and things like that, so that we have to go to university, so that we have to travel to to Egypt, stuff like that. So hopefully that will give The Sims 3 a little bit more oomph, because we won't just be doing the family thing. Now, here, there are some things we could do, but again, it really kind of does weird things with the time. And I'm not sure that I like that. In college, I mean, everywhere else it doesn't matter because you want to come back and want to have people to work on stuff. So, yeah. But in college, it's kind of one of those things of, like, if they go, you might have to go to class twice. Which I guess is fine because it gives you that grade point. So it's like doing an assignment. But because you'll go when you're on that lot, and then when you come back and the time is over again, you'll go again. And I mean, I guess it's a good way of how you could kind of position things so that you didn't, so that you had a little more free time, because you could say, okay, I went to class twice on this day, so he doesn't have to go on this day if he doesn't want to. Go ahead and play that, and for a little while, just playing a game. Now he has to go to class. Perfect. She's back. So why don't you finish this? Because your fun is pretty high. Why don't you finish this? All right. And yeah, okay. Please, again, in the comments, if you notice that glitch happening, please keep me posted about it because I don't usually rewatch them. I usually skip through to see if anything's happened, to see if there's sound. I'm trying to do that a little bit more because some have gone through without sound, and yeah, that was totally my bad because I didn't know that my microphone was dying. I have since fixed the problem for now because, obviously you can't say for certainty how long any product is going to last completely, but it should be solved for quite a bit of time because right now I don't have a setup to where I could support a separate mic anyway. So I'm going to have to keep going with the mic that's on the headphones. And and that may change. I mentioned this before in previous videos, right now where this is a side project of sorts, I am trying to earn money with it, but I do have a full-time job. It's really difficult for me to, and with where I'm at now as far as space, I don't really have a setup to really have an office for it of sorts. So a lot of that stuff is not feasible. It doesn't make sense for me right now. The one thing I am concerned about is getting a new computer, and I'm going to be doing some investigation to getting sponsors on YouTube. If this is something you're interested in, please comment below. I'm going to find out the information anyway at some point. But if you want to, either to know about me or to know about another YouTuber you really want to support, it may be something tied just to live streams, and that might be why live streams had become a lot more popular than just videos lately, it seems like. But yeah, it's not one of those things of you don't have to. I'm going to look into it anyway, but if you are curious about it for any reason whatsoever and want me to pass the info on to you, or if you look up the info for yourself and want to pass it on to me, please comment below with all that. Because yeah, I think, I really think that it will be beneficial to anyone who might come across the comment section, because there are a lot of people on YouTube who are not, as we discussed before, last time I filled this, talk about YouTube again, that are not really making the same amount of money they used to with the way things have changed. So I kind of want to leave it open for if there's anybody you want to use this information to help, that you feel like you can. She wants to buy a handheld. You know what? I honestly think I'm going to let her do that. So why don't you play a game when you get out of there? And yeah, we will actually get her a handheld. He should be getting out of class shortly. So yeah, he goes till 3. Okay. All right. He's going to do some creativity, which is fine because he's still, I think, at the start of that level. Basically, when they graduate, they'll get 72 hours, I think, to clear up any loose ends. So within that time, once we get them into platinum, we'll just send them home. I'm not really going to do a party for them. We can do it for their children because we'll kind of know, we should have more people to invite. And it'll make a little more sense, I think. So yeah, if that's something you would like to yeah. So I'm hoping that when we get back to the house, we can really put it to rights, put it where it needs to be. I don't know how easy that's going to be because they are going to come in with money, and I could get rid of that money. I could use a cheat to just move them in without the household funds. But honestly, with them coming in, with me having to make changes, Because I don't even think, I think I left just everything like a blank slate. So like there isn't an extra bed for them, stuff like that. So we're going to need that stuff. So I don't really mind them, benefiting from that money. Because it would directly be for them rather than the parents. Like it would be to set up their room. Because we already have nursery stuff set up, I believe. So, yeah. So they don't need that. And I think there's a children's room set up because his room is still set up, if I'm not mistaken. I should probably go back and see that because it's been really a long time. And it's part of the reason I don't like University in The Sims 2. Just it feels to me too removed from... Like, when I do The Sims, I want to do the family aspect. And University seems really removed from it. But, like I said, it really is a great opportunity for these... How did he get so high a level? They both are. Huh. Okay. I don't know what to make about that because they still have another 2 days of classes, so okay. I'm okay with it. Like, it is what it is. Nobody really needs to go to bed right now, so I need to get them to eat, I think. So I'll start with her. When her fun is up, I'll have her grab something. So this is the new stuff that's getting putting out. Okay. So we'll hang out here for a second and see. Let her fun get maxed and send her over here. Oh, one of the professors is visiting. I really don't deal with the professors at all. There's like the drama professors basically fall in love with anyone of their preferred gender. And that really feels weird to me. I don't know. It just feels like one of those things that is basically going to cause problems. And I just avoid it by not having them really hang out with those professors. Okay, so this is our new stuff. So why don't we go ahead? She's almost maxed. I have no idea where he is. Okay, so he's almost done that. So he can stop and go ahead and eat. And then he can go ahead. I feel like we do these multiple times a day and we really shouldn't have to. Okay, she's fine. Are they going to sit with each other? Let's see. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on in my head when it comes to YouTube and these videos. So if you have any suggestions about anything, let me know. I do eventually want to get a better setup, but I kind of have to wait a little bit until it's supported by what is getting. I can't put too much in until I'm getting enough out to support that, in other words. And so... Okay, that was a weird window, but whatever. Okay. So yeah, I'm really kind of waiting until that becomes a thing. Because I mean, the one thing that I'm really working towards for YouTube, well, for everything in general, but that would benefit YouTube the most is a new computer. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to afford a mic. Well, I can. Yep, she's fallen asleep. There we go. But at the same time, it's a situation of I don't have the setup for a mic. So yeah, and it'll take a little bit of moving things around and getting things set up after I get that too. Anyway, so yeah. Alright, we just have a whole bunch of people falling asleep. There's nobody, hopefully nobody died in this episode. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of one of those things of, I'm doing this, to have fun, but I'm also doing it to possibly see if money can be made. And that makes it kind of a weird situation because if it were just my primary thing and I was making money to support myself, I would be trying to do a lot more to really kind of make everything look a lot more professional and a lot more focused. So right now, it seems to me like there's kind of a weirdness where like I almost feel like more needs to be done to start making the money, but I can't start doing the more until I mean, is this a weird thing to be in? I think so. I don't know if it'll ever change completely. Did she not eat her food? I guess she didn't. Okay, well. Are you going to pass out? Everybody's passing out right now. This is just crazy. So why don't you go ahead and why don't you go to sleep? And he can go ahead and go to sleep. No, he cannot. He's going to come over here and take care of himself because I told him to. I don't know why he did not. We just have everybody falling to pieces around here. What gives, people? Alright, I don't know if he's going to take a shower or not, but I'm going to go over here. Yeah, I mean, we had a dormy there. We had 2 collapse in the kitchen. He collapsed in the bathroom over here. Yeah, so it's just been not a good day for the dormies and actually, you know, having energy to do anything. But yeah, it's just a weird kind of area to be in. And so hopefully at some point I can do it as my primary income. That would be pretty interesting and pretty cool to me, I think, because it would give me freedom to... Okay. Oh, we just got some more passing out. Okay, it's fine. I honestly don't know if anybody else has moved in to those vacant rooms or not. I've not seen anybody's pictures go off of their rooms. If we do a quick sweep here, let's see if we can see anything. Nope. Those all look taken. Taken. So yeah, they all look like people have still claimed them. Alright, so I'm going to let him get to sleep. And then we'll pause it. We'll let it run normal time and then we'll pause it. Okay, here we go. So, I hope you have enjoyed. I want to thank you for watching. And if you did enjoy, please give it a like. And again, comments about anything to do with, you know, sponsorships, with Patreon, with any concerns you have about that, with any advice you have about YouTube in general. Because I know there's a lot of probably things that I could be doing, but right now, because I do have a full-time job, it's very difficult to get those things done. So again, a weird place to be. Also, if you have any suggestions for the next Generations naming theme, do keep in mind that I'm trying to do the letter C. I forgot to mention that in all the previous parts because we're going letters. So C. It has been done before. I did not originate it. It's been done in many different iterations. So yeah, totally not my idea to do it that way. I just thought it'd be cool to kind of force myself to using names I wouldn't ordinarily use because letters don't pop into my head. You know, like, hey, letter for G doesn't pop into your head. Go look up a name, you know, kind of thing. I mean, we won't get that far. If we do, it'd be really lucky. So yeah. And with all the legacies, I will be going as far as I can get. And possibly doing things to make them different, like in The Sims 3, moving them to different towns, so that we can see all of the all that's available in The Sims 3 to live in. Can't remember if they're neighborhoods or worlds there, but worlds, I think. So we could see all the available worlds, as well as the you know, as many of the wishes as possible. Some of them just you know, are really intensive, don't make sense, etc. So, but we'll get to that in The Sims 3. So for here, remember, we're looking for letters, so suggestions for C, D, and E. If you have any, go for that. And I want to thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.